Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Diamond WALT FRAZIER, who's the salary cap reward for round 3 of salary cap this season. Sigma is actually pretty darn good as the second salary cap reward this year. I don't think he's a card, or this season, I should say. I don't think he's a card a ton of people are using, but I do think he's pretty good. And so it'll be interesting to see if people use this WALT FRAZIER card. He's going to be a great defensive point guard. The problem is the point guard position has gotten really deep as of late, so I'm not sure if he does enough offensively to really earn a spot on the lineup for a lot of people's teams. The point guard position, I will say, is very versatile. There's like 15 different guys you could run at a competitive level legitimately. And I'm not certain this WALT FRAZIER isn't one of those guys. I'm just not sure he's one of the best of the best. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 20,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Oh, one other thing. Massive shout out to my boy Bravo for letting me use his account to record this gameplay as well. Really do appreciate that. Now, without further ado, WALT FRAZIER is 6'4" at point guard, 88 offense, 99 defense. It's just he's limited offensively. 90 driving layup, 88 mid-range, 82 3-ball, 70 driving dunk. He's neither an elite shooter nor an elite slasher, although he is capable as both. 90 ball handle, 90 pass accuracy is good. Defensively, he is phenomenal. 98 steal, 97 perimeter, 85 interior, 92 speed to the ball and excel, 85 vert, 82 strength, 98 lateral quickness on the perimeter, especially defensively. He should be absolutely locked down. Off acrobat, challenger, clamps, glove, interceptor, pick, dodger, float game, fast feet, right stick gripper, and 94 feet. Gold badges like fast twitch, pro touch, catch and shoot, green machine, handles for days, unpluckable anchor, ankle braces, pogo stick, two-step whistle, blow by physical handle, speed booster, triple strike. But unfortunately, you notice not really very many good shooting badges, no limitless range, blinders, anything along those lines. And in addition to no posterizer, no precision dunker, none of those slashing badges either. So you're looking at a card who's going to be really darn good defensively. The question is, can he be good enough offensively to justify being used? And the answer is no, because this release is horrible. If you want to click off the video now, I literally won't even blame you. The release stinks, therefore the card himself does stink. But I'd appreciate it if y'all keep watching, of course. That stick dunk is so small with a 70 driving dunk. There is no point to even trying a stick dunk with him. He'll dunk wide open, sure, and yes, he will green his wide open threes, like wide open threes. But outside of that, I think offensively, this card might be very limited. I don't care that he's got decent playmaking badges. His SIGs are not, I mean, they're not horrible, but they're certainly not elite. And, oh, that behind the back is actually very elite. I take that back. But not a lot you can do with an elite behind the back if you have a horrible release. So I'm not sure if that's even all that useful, because that release is awful, like just disgusting. To be honest, WALT FRAZIER pretty much just continues the general trend of salary cap rewards sucking. Latrell Sprewell was decent in round 1 of this season, and Jack Sigma was actually pretty good in round 2. But in general, salary cap has not been a great mode, and in terms of rewards, at least player rewards. The actual mode itself, I think, is decent, and I think it's pretty rewarding to play. But the player rewards since season 1 have just not been good, and that is something that I'm disappointed by. Would like to see better, because this is another disappointing reward. And Drazen also, I did gameplay with him yesterday, but he is also very disappointing. So with that being said, let's hop into a game. Let's give WALT FRAZIER a chance, man. All right, our opponent has Andrew Goodalock, Kyle Korver, Carmelo Embiid, and for some reason, Dennis Rodman at the 5. That makes really no sense at all, to be completely honest. But I guess we'll take it. I don't have any idea why that Rodman, or honestly why that Goodalock card are in his lineup, because the rest of his team's not bad. But weird. Whatever. Regardless, let's hop into it. Let's see what we can do. WALT FRAZIER at the offensive end is, I think, going to be very limited. Although that's a wide open shot. That should be a wide open 3. That's as good a look we'll ever get, and I miss it. Still slightly early. With online latency, some of these releases, like these slow freaking releases, are so dang hard to time, and they're so different than the releases that I'm starting to get used to when I'm playing with my best team, my best cards, and I got pretty much most players on my team at this point have at least solid releases. WALT FRAZIER is not one of those guys at all, and he's already tired as well. He might just be a distributor offensively, which isn't going to do much for you, to be fair. Now, the defensive value's there, and because he's a great defender, in fact, I'm going to go press and everything since he's got Hoff 94 feet. Because he's a great defender, he is at least usable, just because of the defense, as long as you surround him with lots of offense. At the same time, you have, with the amount of flaws that he has offensively, I mean, as great as he is defensively, I just don't see any justifiable reason as to why you'd really use this card in your lineup. Good downhill drive there. WALT got a steal, and he got a block, I'm sorry, and then he pushes the ball in transition and gets himself a dunk, and that's his first assist of his first buckets of the game. Bad layup animation, bad putback attempt too, to be honest. And WALT with the ball again, running the floor in transition again, stopping, kicking to the corner. Tyson Chandler open 3-ball. That should be green. It is. Great shot, good assist and good distribution so far by Walt. Tried to steal that. I shouldn't have really reached myself out of position there, but I'll get back. We're fine. We're back by the time he's got the ball back in his hands. Let's go. Step up. Terrible shot. Doesn't matter because he wasn't going to. That was a horrible shot selection. We played good defense, but he should not have gone up with that. But I'll take another dunk. Look at Walt. 70 driving dunk, but he's thrown it down twice already. Love to see that. And look at KD make a play, too. Come on, then. Hold on. Stop. Pop. I'm holding it down forever. Thank you. Let's go. I held that thing down so long. That's about as good of a shot as I can get, though. And he's playing defense. Let's go. Go hook. Hawk on D. Hawk up on D. Yes, sir. Come on. Go get that ball. Go get that ball. Come get it. Yep, that's your ball. That's fine. We're good. Box out. We're good. Yep. Beautiful stuff. I like the defensive value of an elite level defensive point guard. It's definitely valuable. And like offensively, you don't need them to do a ton of special things. So if he had a really good release, I'd be sitting here like, wow, Walt Frazier, awesome card. Unfortunately, he does not have a really good release at all. And therefore, even if he plays great defense, you see the release will completely kill the card in a lot of ways. And I think that's what we're going to see, or what we're seeing in that gameplay. Honestly, I don't even really know if I need much more gameplay in this video. As much as that was short, I guess we'll hop in one more game. Let's keep it going with Walt. All right, second game here, admittedly another pretty bad team, but honestly, that's a good thing because if we were playing against a great opponent with a sweaty team with Walt Frazier, we would just literally never score with him, ever. It'd be a few assists, and I might score 2 points on like a layup or something, but I would never get the opportunity to shoot a three-pointer like that. I mean, yes, he will hit wide open. That is what we have proved. The problem is when they release that slow against anybody competent at the game, not named Papano Plug with a bunch of amethysts and rubies on his team, I don't know if that's going to matter literally at all. The defense is great. And if he had a great release, I'd be like, I understand he's not a great defender. I understand he's not a great slasher, but like, I mean, I understand he's not an insane shooter or a great slasher, but like you could get away with it if he had an elite release. You know what I mean? Because he moves well enough and he is really impactful defensively. There's no doubt. But even though we're putting up points pretty easily here and Walt Frazier is actually doing a decent job of scoring the ball, it's more so because the opponent we're playing against has a terrible team and is not a very good player more than anything else. It's certainly not I mean, he's got two non-shooting guys out here, a Sapphire Kobe. This team is pretty terrible. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even realize how bad this team is. This team is really awful. This dude might have just started my team. Drive, come on, draw foul. Let's go. Let's see what Walt Frazier's free throw release is looking like. I think I'm gonna call this gameplay here in a second. I understand this is not the most competitive team. I apologize, but at the end of the day, would y'all really like to see me score 2 points with 4 assists in a gameplay? I don't think so. At least we got some sort of offense in this video. Walt is capable enough, I guess. Defensively, he's very good, and that gives him some value, but he's not a card that I'd recommend running at all by any means. So I think that's about all I really need to see at this point in the video. That release is a complete, like, no chance. That's a no-go for me automatically. You see a release like that, to me, that's an automatic, yeah, I would never, ever consider running you. Especially at this point in the year. Like, Season 1, if he's the best defensive point guard in the game by a mile, you might understand it. At this point in the game, with how many good guards we have, a guy like Walt Frazier just is not a card you can really afford to run at any sort of competitive level, I don't think, because of how offensively mediocre at best he is really going to be. So, with that being said, 2 good games for him, yes, but not a card I'd really recommend running. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.